So let's make sure we establish what a smart wallet is. It's not a wallet that you insert a tracker into. I'm sorry, it's not. So what really is a smart wallet? Well, it's not Nomad, KeySmart, Exter, what we're talking about. Those aren't really smart. Those are wallets with tracking cards put in. So by now you've probably heard about the Volterman wallet. I'm going to show you why it's the only smart wallet you can buy today. But smart doesn't always mean it's for you. And here we go. This is the Volterman. You can see that as it's embossed on here. Ooh, we'll talk about these stats. Let's open this up. All right, we've got what appears to be this is a guide. And this is extensive. As you would expect, there's a lot going on with this particular wallet. Well, no need, we will do that ourselves. And here is the wallet. Well, let's see, does this pull the wallet up? No. Here's the wallet. Let's set that aside. See what we got. Underneath here, we have our cables. This appears to be the charging cable. And we have 3 others, which I think are minor charging cables that actually work with this wallet. We will talk about each of these. So let's look at the wallet. Let's get into this here. There we go. And let's see what we have. Oh, right here. All right, this has to be for registration as well as utilizing the technology here, so we will set that aside. And let's see. Let's look at what we have. Looks like it's a fairly decent leather. It's blue, obviously. It comes in blue and brown. And I think black. We've got the Volterman logo here on the front. Let's take a look at the stitching. That's what we always do. Stitching is done well. Seems like we're missing some double stitching on some of these edges here. Otherwise, feels good. It's a little thick, but that's because of the technology that exists, and it's all on this side right here. Well, without further ado, once you set everything aside that you've got out of the package, now you can begin setting up this particular wallet. You do that by downloading the app. It's available for Android or iOS. And once you do that, then you set up your account. And you do that by adding this device, this wallet device, to your app using this QR code. It gives a serial number of the other information regarding this particular wallet. And then you put this in a nice safe place. I'd say just take a picture of it and you can print it out and use it later if you need to. At which point then it adds it. Let's turn the wallet on. And now the wallet is all started. It goes through a boot phase and ready to go. Once your wallet is set up, then 7 main smart functions are available to you. Let's first walk through the physical wallet feature since it needs to be really a functional wallet before we explore the smart features. The wallet has no features on the exterior. If we go to the interior, we can notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8 card slots. This right here is a quick access pull strap for cards we put in here. You can get 1 to 2 cards in each slot. Probably 1 works well. And 1 to 2 cards in this quick access pull strap. Then if we go to the interior, we have a full billfold area here for 5 to 10 notes, I would say. Fits all currencies, which we will find out. I'm telling you now it does when we get to the card and cash insertion test. And that's a quick review of the features. It measures 4.7 by 3.8 by 0.5, half an inch there. And it weighs 138 grams. That is empty. That's due to all the tech. So what makes this wallet truly smart? Well, again, let's jump into the review of the 7 major features that make it stand out. From a perspective of specification, it has a 2600 milliamp hours for both wired and wireless charging, Bluetooth 4.0 connectivity, 5 megapixel camera, which we'll talk about, an 802.11 BGNN wireless, a 24 gigahertz inbuilt SIM card with GPS, and a 64 gigabit inbuilt micro SD card. Lots of stuff. This is an impressive wallet. Charging is a big portion of this wallet, and as you can see with the profile, it is built into here. And with that profile, there are 2 main ways that you charge this wallet. The one is with these cables, these little cables that hook up to your phone, and it comes with a micro USB as well as a Lightning and a USB-C. How this functions is really clever, this particular wallet. So if we take this USB-C, it comes in and you can see right here at the top that we have this charging port right there at the bottom. You can see that right down there. And you'd think, oh, well, I'll just place this right here and connect at the top. Well, you'd be wrong. And the reason why is because there's not a lot of space there and to connect your phone, and it's more appropriate that you do it right down here. So, ooh, you can hear that click? Oh yeah, hear that click? Yeah, that's the magnetic attachment, at which point the cable is attached, you attach your phone here, and it will then charge from this bank to your device. The other option outside of these cables, which charges faster than the cables, or charges slower than the cables, is via wireless. And so it's a wireless, it's a Qi charger. You can place your phone on here and it will then begin to charge. You can also put iPods on here. Anything that has Qi charging will be able to work on this particular device, which is quite nice. And you can see from the phone that when I specify wireless charging on the app, and then I'm able to place my phone on here, that it will pick up and it will start to charge. You can see that right there. So wireless charging is a wonderful addition to and one of the main features of this particular wallet. Now on to Track My Wallet. Now tracking is where most other wallets like to call themselves smart, but they fall way short.
Like I said, way short.
99% of other wallet tracking isn't even built in. With Volterman, again, it's all built into the technology. You can see this right here. That is our nice little window in, and I have the wireless charging on. So let me show you here. You turn the wireless charging off, deactivate it, come back in. Now that light is off. And again, that charging will drain the battery quickly, so you need to be careful. Now, back to Track My Wallet. With Volterman, wallet tracking is built in and allows you to see the location via GPS on your phone, as you can see here. In the app, all you need to do is tap the location icon at the bottom, and it will take you to a map to show you where your wallet is. It could take a few minutes to activate to be able to find it, but you'll get there, and it also provides directions for it.
This is how tracking should be done. Understand that GPS trackers are standalone devices with no reliance on your phone, unlike Bluetooth trackers, which are only good out to around 200 feet. Another distinction with the Volterman is it's built into the wallet. You'd have to destroy the wallet to remove the GPS module. Now, I guess if somebody steals your wallet, they'll take all your cash and stuff and then throw the wallet. But it's pretty easy when you have a tracking card that you just remove it and away you go, and it's discarded. Not that big of a deal.
So let's talk about the memory bank. So what's this all about? Well, in this whole piece of technology that exists in here, it has an internal 64 gigabyte of memory that you can use for file storage by connecting to it via your Wi-Fi using the Volterman Hotspot.
It has a hotspot, you say? Well, yes. We'll get to that.
That's right. File transfers are best done over Wi-Fi, much faster. File completion checks, etc. are there, which is why the hotspot, it really is great. So when you go back to your Volterman app, you now have access to the memory card with all access granted to your local phone. So you can now add, rename, delete folders, files the same way you do in File Manager. Now let's talk about alarm mode. When activated, which is done via the app by pressing the alarm button, which activates by showing green on the phone. And so let's activate it here. Now, when you distance your phone from your wallet by 65 feet or more, your phone and the wallet will ring and vibrate. Your phone will also display a pop-up with a red button you can see here to turn off the alarm, and the GPS button to help locate your wallet. Again, nice GPS, helps you find it. You can turn this off by touching the button on the app again. Now let's talk about distance alarms. Well, what if you didn't want to set the alarm, but you want to find your phone? And the Circle app is the way to do that. This little circle button right here is your friend. If you click on it, then all of a sudden, this is what's going to happen. Ooh, yes. You hear that? It's going off. To turn this off, you have the little bell button right here, and you press that. And by pressing it, it turns it off, which is what we want to do because we don't like to have that happening to us all the time. Especially in public places, but if you're trying to find your wallet, great. So if you forget it, kind of like your keys or something, and you don't know where it's at, you can actually just click the button that you can see here on the screen, and it will then activate this alarm. Again, you could just track it via the GPS, but I think it's kind of nice if you don't know where it's at, under a cushion in a sofa or something like that. Next feature is the camera. Let's look at the camera. It is right there. You can see the camera right in there. 5 megapixel camera. And the 5 megapixel camera is not really impressive, but it's not meant to take pictures you'd want to keep. Instead, it's meant to help identify anyone who may pick up your wallet, and it activates when the wallet is opened. Oh, see, when the wallet is open like that, it will take 3 pictures depending on the mode. And there's two different modes in here. Well, there's a local mode and a lost mode. In summary, the local mode holds the pictures locally for you to access after the fact. Now, in lost mode, the camera is automatically enabled as soon as the wallet loses its Bluetooth connection, which means if this happens, then when the wallet is open, 3 pictures are taken. You can see the result here, and they're sent via the SIM card. That's right, there's a SIM card in here when it has a chance to connect to a network and then get to your Volterman account online. You can see all that. Now, when you want to see the pictures that have been taken, you simply touch the camera button in the app, as you can see here, and you'll have your perp.
Now, I haven't really thought hard on that one, but I'm more interested to see who might have stolen my wallet, so the lost mode to me is more useful.
Now, what about the hotspot? Well, let's discuss the hotspot. We've talked about it in brief function as it works with gaining access to files and that kind of thing. So what can it be used for? Well, the memory card, for one, and the pictures taken by the camera that are stored there. That too requires it to connect to the wallet via Wi-Fi to get the images. But let's talk about the hotspot. If you really want to use it as a hotspot, then by clicking on the Wi-Fi icon you can see here, it will make this a fully global Wi-Fi hotspot via the internal SIM. Now at that point, it uses the full function of the internal SIM. It's optional, and you have to pay for that, but it is a nice option in a pinch. And finally, we have airplane mode. Airplane mode, as you can see here on the app, is a function that is familiar to us when we're on commercial flights, but it's useful when you want to turn off all the other functions to the wallet so it can focus on just the battery bank, the power bank that we have here. And because the power bank does suck quite a bit of juice because, well, it's charging another device, you don't want to have it charging other needless functions at the same time. So that is a focus on the power bank at the expense of the other pieces. Minimalist carry on this would probably be 4 cards, reasonable as 6. I put 6 in here, including in the quick access, and 9 slips of cash or more, and it handles it just fine. Just remember, we're starting with a 0.5 width or depth or thickness on this, and it goes up to a little over 1 inch with this. So keep that in mind. See how it fits in your pocket? No problems there. It is big, so with the technology, I don't think I would do this as a rear pocket carry. You could damage the technology, but it's up to you. From a quality perspective, this is a nice quality leather, and it smells.
Actually smells pretty good.
It's designed and made in Armenia. This is our first wallet from Armenia, really nice. And if you can see the painted edges on here, they're done really well and very typical, and this isn't a machine stitch that we were talking about. And from that perspective, again, my only concern is we're not getting reinforcement on some of these edges that over time might take some abuse. But there is nice crease work you can see in all of these card slots. And again, that's extra effort. That doesn't come for free. And each card slot does go all the way to the bottom. Meaning if we look at the bottom in here, let me just get a little light on that so you can see. We have a nylon lining that goes all the way to the bottom, but of course the leather stops at the top. If you were to put leather all the way down there, that would really create a lot of additional bulk. And so in this case, from a design perspective, I can see why they would do that, and I call that acceptable. Now it's priced for $199 for the bifold. They also have several other wallets, including a passport one. Usability is easy enough to use. If you like your tech integrated into your wallet, then this really is for you. And you don't necessarily have to carry this in your pocket. I'm thinking that you keep this as your backup for secondary cards plus some cash. You have the tech, you put it in your backpack or in your briefcase, and this is a great way for you to do charging. And from a charging perspective, like a lot of people, I use a tech bag. And this particular tech bag is from Pioneer, the same people that make great wallets. And so I've been testing this. Might do a review on this in the future. And so with all my tech stuff, I carry a charger. And this charger can connect to the back of my phone, and from there it can create that charge for me. Well, it has it here in this wallet. So instead of carrying this plus cables and other things, I can have all that done here plus my GPS, proximity tracking, all that kind of stuff in a single place, and I could put this in my bag.
In the end, I'm happy to argue with anyone about what makes a smart wallet. I've been in technology for 30 years. I get it. So far, only the Volterman qualifies. I'm sorry, everything else is a poor man's tracker wallet. That's pretty much it. Now on to the final score.
Quality of 4. The technology in this, it all comes into that final rating. It's not just necessarily the leather, but the leather is good and the sewing is very reasonable. Price. Price is a 2. It's $199, but you're getting all the technology with this as well. And that's what's really important with it. The other thing is features. Features is a 5 because of all you get. I definitely scores there. And usability a 5. The extension of the app you have here, you have easy access to all the capabilities of this wallet, and it functions as a wallet just fine. And perception of 4. That gives us a final score of 40 out of 50. Never thought you'd do that, but this truly is a smart wallet.